Hi, welcome to Yoga with Brianna. Today we are going to do an all-around crow flow. So we are going to do some compression drills, keeping the stomach to the thighs. We're going to strengthen the shoulders a little bit, work on that box with the elbows in chaturanga. Really just kind of gearing you up to do all versions of crow. Not flying crow, just kind of the basics. We're going to do baby crow, traditional crow, and side crow. So if this is what you're looking for, grab your blocks and meet me at the top of your mat. Come to standing at the top of your mat. You can have your feet directly below your hips. Two-fist rule, place them on the insides of the feet for guidance, or you can bring your big toes to touch, heels slightly apart. Slowly begin to ground into your foundation, pulling all 10 toes back. Exhale. Let your toes rest down. Continue working the activation to the arches and the ankles, pulling the knees up into the thighs. Begin to scoop the tailbone forward, finding that stable pelvis. Inhale. Exhale. Finding that core lock, that abdominal contraction. Holding there, protecting our spine, engaging our core. Open the chest by pulling the shoulders together. Reach through the crown of the head. Last breath. Exhale. Inhale the arms up overhead. Palms touch. Exhale, lead with the chest, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands on shins for that nice flat spine. Exhale, plant the hands, step it back. High plank. Lower down halfway, hugging the elbows into the ribs. You can drop to the knees, but keep the spine nice and long. Inhale, lifting through the chest. Exhale, rolling over the toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, looking forward. Step all the way to the top, halfway lift one more time. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lifting your gaze, wiggle walk your feet to be right up under the hips. So just remember that two-fist rule. We're going to bend our knees deeply, and we're going to allow our belly to lay flat on our thighs, dropping the crown of the head, and then maybe grabbing opposite elbows. You can shake your head yes, shake your head no, or sway your upper body like a pendulum. Releasing opposite elbows, taking your hands down to the floor. If you have a lot of room to be able to take your peace sign fingers, grab the big toes while maintaining that stomach and thigh connection. Drop the head and then begin to inhale and lift through the sit bones. But keep the stomach and thighs glued together. We're finding that compression, finding that activation to keep everything together, holding here, 2 breaths. Inhaling, reset, halfway lift. If you want to deepen this posture, insert your hands up under your feet. Get the sole of the foot, the big toe out all the way in the palm. Drop the head one more time. We're going to use the strength of the upper body to hinge ourselves down, maintaining that stomach and thigh connection one more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Releasing your grip. Bend the knees deeply, finding that little chair. Reach the arms out and up overhead. Draw the low belly up and back, holding this king chair for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fold. Find that stomach to thigh compression one more time. Hands on the floor. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, king chair. Reach the arms up, get the belly off the thighs, sit back in your toddler chair. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fold with compression. Last one, inhale. Exhale, fold. Find that king chair one final time, reach up. Last breath. Exhale, fold. You can pedal out the knees, bending one and then the other. Walk both hands to the right side, placing the fingers along the side of the mat. You can bend the left knee, straighten the right, and fold over the right. Inhale up through the middle, walking to the left side, fingertips framing the side. You can bend the right knee, straighten the left, halfway lift. Exhale, twist and fold. Walking through the center, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step it back, high plank. So in our high plank, we're using those chaturanga arms. We let our ribs come inside the elbows when we bend at 90 degrees. Inhale, push up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, push up. Exhale, lower down. Holding here. Hug the elbows. Again, you can drop to the knees, untuck the toes, but hug the elbows to the ribs for 3, 2, 1. Drop your chest all the way to the ground. Press your toes to the mat. Peel the chest off the floor, baby cobra. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, press into the hands. Keep a small bend in the elbows. Lift through the chest, cobra. Exhale, keep rolling. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Pressing through that L shape of the hand, wrap the triceps in towards the ears. Let the shoulders glide down the back. We've stretched out the backside of our legs, but if you need just a little bit more of a rest, bend the knees, soften the knees, lift the sit bones up high, and then slowly drop weight through the heels. Inhale, begin to lift through the right leg. Bend the knee, stack the hips, open them up. Exhale, we're going to drop the right knee down, make a big circle all the way up to the top, opening up the hips. Drop it down and open. Last one, drop it down and open, stacking them up on the top, reaching for 3, 2, 1. On your next inhale, straighten out the right leg. And then as you exhale, you're going to bring the right foot all the way through the hands, planting the toes. Pivot the left heel down and inhale, cartwheel up. So finding our warrior 2, left foot is parallel to the back of the mat. Right toes, right knee, pointing to the front. Your right heel draws a direct line to the arch of the left foot. Big T with the arms, roll the shoulders down away from the ears. Reverse that right palm. Inhale, reverse your warrior, reaching it up and back. And then exhale, find your extended side angle. Take that right elbow to the right knee. Stack the shoulders. And then maybe from here you begin to drop the left hand towards the top of the mat, sending your gaze down your palm. Inhale, cartwheel up, finding warrior 2. Exhale, cartwheel down. Framing our right foot, finding a runner's lunge. So straightening the right leg, moving from runner's lunge into a pyramid variation. We're going to begin to activate the anterior serratus. So beginning to come into that runner's lunge, holding here. Press the floor away, activate that part between the armpit and the shoulder blade. Press that floor away, fluff it up, hug the knee into the chest and pick up the foot, getting it off the mat, holding here for 3, 2, 1. Send it back, 3-legged plank, inhale, and drop to the knee, or exhale, lower down with a 3-legged chaturanga. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, down dog. Left side, toes up, bend the knee, open the hips. Next exhale, we drop it down. Inhale, pick it up. And 2. And 1. Coming all the way back up. Open the hips. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, straighten out. Exhale, bring it through. Pivot the right heel down. Cartwheel up. Warrior 2. Reaching through the arms, bending low. Remember your stance. Balancing the body in between both feet. Reverse that left palm. Inhale, reverse your warrior, reaching up and back. Exhale, left elbow to the left knee. Stack the shoulders. And maybe you drop the right hand, your gaze follows all the way. Hold here. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, cartwheel down. Finding that runner's lunge here. And you can pulse from runner's lunge. When you're ready, pressing the hands, fluff up into the upper back. Pick up the foot, hold it here. 3, 2, 1. Send it back. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down dog. Look towards your hands. We're going to slowly begin to transition into dolphin. So dropping evenly down onto our forearms, finding that dolphin stance, down dog in the legs on our forearms. And then we're going to inhale, lift the sit bones, draw the low belly up and back. Exhale, guide the nose towards the thumbs, press it back. And again, inhale back. Exhale, 3, back. 4, back, and 5. All the way back, drop to the knees, untuck the toes, send the hands behind the back, finding a 10-finger clasp, roll those shoulders open, drop the left ear to the left shoulder. Other side. Uncross your arms, roll out the wrists. Starting with baby crow first. We're going to take our forearms down, palms planted into the floor. You can walk your knees up. You're aiming for the triceps all the way up, so getting into a tiny little yoga squat. And you're going to lean forward. This one's less scary because you're not so high up on the ground. You're going to lean forward until your nose feels like it's about to touch. Then pick up one foot, pick up the other. Keep those thighs glued to the belly and hold here. You can drop down. And just try it as many times as you need to. Just work on getting those knees all the way up into the armpits. And then puff up that back. Lean forward. Pick up the toes. And down. One more time. Forearms down, knees in the armpits. Puff up that back, lean forward, pick up the toes. And down. Stepping back to our down dog. Taking a small little break, big inhale. Exhale. One more time. And exhale. Inhale, look towards your hands. Come up onto your tippy toes. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, jump it forward. Finding your yogi squat as you set with your feet on the outsides of your hand. Elbows to knees. Find your little malasana. Lifting up tall through the spine, all the way through the crown of the head. Exhale, sit low. You can sway side to side. Opening up the hips. Reach the arms out, rounding through the upper back and come to sit all the way down. I'm going to work on some core compression before we get into our full crow. So with your feet out in front of you, take your hands down by your thighs. We're going to begin to lift our feet, activating the core, really drawing the belly in as we lift the heels. We're going to do a set of 5 this way. Inhale, sit up tall, nice spine, draw that low belly in, and lift the heels. 1, down, 2, down, 3, down, 4, down, and 5, down. Shake out the thighs. Keeping the left leg where it is, we're going to angle out the right foot, framing the left leg with your hands. Same thing, set of 5. Inhale up, 1, down, 2, down, 3, down, 4, down, and 5, down. Shake it out. Right foot comes in, directly out from the hip, left foot goes out. Last one, set of 5. Inhale up, 1, down, 2, down, 3, down, 4, down, and 5, down. Shake it out. Bring the soles of the feet together, hug them all the way in. Take your thumbs to the arches and bring your elbows to the hips. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, lean forward. As you lean forward, imagine pressing your knees to the floor and your sit bones are going to draw closer together. At least that's what you're going to think. Opening up those hips a little bit more naturally. Lean with a flat spine for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, rise. Rolling over our ankles, coming up on to our hands and our toes for a high plank. And then as we get more prepared for our chaturanga, that box with the elbows for chaturanga is very critical. So forming that box, pausing there. Inhale, push up. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, roll forward, high plank. Exhale, create that box. Inhale, push up. Exhale, down dog. Last one. Inhale, lean forward. Exhale, create your box. Push up. And exhale, down. Coming up onto the tippy toes, we're going to baby step all the way towards the top of our mat. Coming to plant your feet and exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Just ragdolling here. You can grab opposite elbows again, giving those shoulders a break. If it's comfortable, you can create that 10-finger clasp behind the back one more time. Let that shoulder fall, or let the fist fall away, opening the shoulders. Halfway lift, release your grip if you took one. Wiggle your feet out to be a little bit wider and hips width distance. Sitting down in that malasana one more time. We're going to begin to move into our full crow. So for full crow, you take your hands down. You got your feet back behind your wrists. You're going to lift the knees up into the armpits, finding that rest. Look out in front of you, not directly down. So find a spot about a good 12 inches away, and then begin to create that shelf with the elbows. Find that stomach to thigh compression, keep drawing back, and then maybe you lift one foot, maybe you lift the other. Find that compression, draw the toes together, holding here, and then maybe set it down. You are welcome to grab some blocks for assistance. Take your blocks behind you. Coming up onto the blocks. Let the knees go really, really wide. Plant the hands. Create that shelf. And then just lean forward. It's a little bit easier. They're already lifted. So then maybe you can lift the toes. Maybe just untuck them on the block. That's not an option you like. Maybe it's a little bit more secure. You have your blocks near your head. Taking your hands behind. Find your leg compression. And then you can take your forehead down to the blocks. And then lift your feet. Getting that core, getting that foundation set. Pressing into the fingers. Whatever works best for you as you try this out. There are many steps. Building the strength is everything. So try it a couple more times. Knees up into the armpits. Finding that shelf. Lean forward just like you did with the baby crow. Lift one toe. Lift the other. Finding that balance. Maybe straighten the arms, maybe not. The whole other level. One more time. And whenever you're ready, step your feet back, take your knees all the way down, find a child's pose, rest your forehead down, and just allow the arms and the fingers to rest. Walking up, you can keep your knees as wide as whatever is comfortable. Take a 10-finger clasp in front of your chest and roll out your wrists. Opposite direction, funky way. And then taking your hands down, we're going to reverse our right palm. So the top of the hand is on the mat. And just stretch it back. Switching sides, left hand, top goes down, pull the upper body back. Try to keep the palm as flat as you can. Walking your hands out, tuck the toes, find our down dog one more time. Inhale, look forward, step it all the way to the top, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend the knees deeply. Find our chair, lift the arms, lift the chest. Exhale the hands to heart center. Begin to bring your left elbow to the outside of the right thigh, pressing into the top hand, look over the right shoulder. This is our revolved chair. If you want to begin to move into side crow, take your hands all the way down, bending deeply. You've got your right knee all the way up onto the left tricep. And you're going to bend the right elbow to where it hits the right hip. And just like all the other crows, we lean forward, looking out, not down, and then slowly pick up the feet and hover, and then set it down and come back to your revolved chair. Practicing that a couple more times, coming all the way down. Find that little hover. And from here, if you do want, you can move to fallen angel. It's pretty easy. You just let your ear drop. Pick up the knees. Extend the left leg. Bring it back down. Press up. And reset. Coming to stand back in the middle of the mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Other side. We find our chair. Hands down to heart center, right elbow, all the way to the left knee. Press into the left hand, finding that twist. When you're ready, drop down. Take your hands all the way to the left side of the mat. Left knee's on the right tricep. And then slowly begin to lift the toes. And then come back down. Find that revolved chair. One more time, down. Hands go to the left. And lean forward, look out. Picking up the toes. You can drop the left ear all the way to the floor. Pick up the knees. Extend the right leg. Bring it down. Push it up. And sometimes we fall, and that is okay. Reset. Come to stand in the middle of the mat, halfway lift. Forward fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Take the hands down, step it back. Lower all the way down onto your chest. Make a big T with the right hand, keeping the left elbow tucked in. Bring your right ear to the floor. You're going to begin to kickstand that right foot or left foot behind you. Rolling open into the right shoulder. You're welcome to stay just like this. If you want, you can begin to bring the right knee up to meet the left. You can even take the left hand behind you, just draping or meeting the other arm, other hand. Unwind. The same way you came in, you come out. So left hand down, right leg down, left leg down. And switching sides. The left hand goes out like a big T. Pressing into the right hand, we kickstand with the right leg and just holding here. You can bring the left foot up. Maybe drop the right hand behind. And unwind. Right hand down. Left foot extends. Right down. And then just press up and back and find your child's pose. You can bring your hands down beside your feet. Reverse child's pose. And just taking as much time as you need to here. This class was short, but I hope you learned a few tricks for getting into crow, or maybe a version of crow that you hadn't tried before. Whatever it might be, whatever reason it might be that you took this class today, I hope it was what you needed. Taking this time, or even slowly sliding into a shavasana. Just take a deep breath and let it out. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed it. Namaste.